The next question that I have here is, are there new IFRSs to pay attention to going into 2024? Yes, there are a lot of IFRSs to pay attention to going into 2024, as well as amendments to existing accounting standards that we have to really pay attention to. So stay with me. Let's look at some of these things well here. Now, on 3rd November 2021 at the COP26 in Glasgow, the IFRS Foundation announced the establishment of the International Sustainability Standard Board. Now, the International Sustainability Standard Board was established, among other things, to issue accounting standards in relation to how organizations report on their impact on the environment and how they ensure that environmental sustainability is achieved. Now, you know, this day and age that we are facing global warming, climate issues and all that. So even businesses are allowed to operate in certain markets or get access to finance or investment depending on what we call their ESG score, that is the environmental, social, and governance score. In other words, if you're a company that is not mindful of the environment or mindful of sustainability of the environment and you operate anyhow, you are likely not to get a funding that you need, or you are likely not to be allowed to even operate in certain markets. So it was on the background of this and the request that the IFRS Foundation established the International Sustainability Standard Board. Now, let me share with you a couple of things quickly about their key objectives. The International Sustainability Standard Board sets out, 4 key objectives that they want to go by. The first one is to develop standards for a global baseline of sustainability disclosure. 2, to meet the information needs of investors. 3, to enable companies provide comprehensive sustainability information to global capital markets. And 4, to facilitate interoperability with disclosures that are jurisdiction specific and or aim at broader stakeholder group. Now, so this standard board, once it was announced and formed in November 2021, the first 2 standards that they have developed is set to be issued in the first quarter of 2024. And these are the IFRS S1 and IFRS S2. Now, IFRS S1 is about general requirement for disclosure of sustainability related financial information. And then IFRS S2 is about climate related disclosure. So really, these standards are not about, what we are supposed to present in the financial statement, how transactions are going to be recognized, like initial measurements, subsequent measurement, and all that. Really, these are disclosure standards. In the notes to the financial statement, what are the things that the entity is supposed to disclose to ensure that primary stakeholders or key stakeholders will actually get the information that they need in order for them to make informed decision about the company that they are relating with. And so these 2 standards are going to be effective in January 2024, and you have to take note of it. Now, we're going to be getting into them later on in the IFRS masterclass discussion, but for now, you must understand that IFRS S1, IFRS S2. Really, for the March 2024 and July 2024, we don't expect the examiner to set any questions in respect of these standards, but they are going to be in the new syllabus because the ICAG has held a forum where they brought in industry experts to discuss how these 2 standards can actually be applied to companies here in Ghana to ensure that there is that global conformity in the disclosure requirements for organizations. So really, these are not going to be your headache in March 2024, in July 2024, but in the new syllabus in November 2024, these standards are going to be applicable. So that is the first thing that we need to understand.